Hi crypto kings and queens, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie. In today's episode I will show you exactly what's happening at the moment on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we are having three different targets where we potentially can see Bitcoin and Ethereum coming to. The first one on Bitcoin, we are right now retesting this level at the moment, but if we see the market breaking these Fibonacci levels, we're going back in time and see if the previous lower low will be the next lower high. If we're breaking that one, I do have a third target, and the same thing when it comes to Ethereum. These levels are super important for us to use because if we know about these levels, we do understand when the market reverses back down, and we are not including our emotions because we are only following what the market is telling us what it's doing and not what we want the market to do. Remember, I am no financial advisor. You need to look up everything yourself first, but please continue looking at this video and I'll try to make it super simple and show you exactly what I see on Bitcoin and Ethereum now. We're looking at Ethereum first of all on the weekly chart because we need to follow the trend because the trend is your friend. So the first thing that we do is that we're going to the weekly chart just to identify what type of market we're in. So we're dragging a fib from high to the low, and you can see the market came back up to the Fibonacci levels and then started to reverse back down because this is where we potentially were expected a lower high being created. And then we're zooming into the lower time frames because we are following the trend that we know now the market is about to go down by just following the market structure. The market did create higher highs and higher lows, and we understood that this was the pullback that we were looking at. The last higher high was around 3,520. The last higher low was around 3,276. The market broke the level, and by breaking the higher low and create another lower high, this is a confirmation that the uptrend, the pullback in this case, is over. If we're looking at how market structure is working, you can see higher highs and higher lows, and when we're breaking the last higher low and we create the first or the second lower high, the market is officially in a downtrend. And this is exactly what happened on Ethereum. So what we're gonna do now is just to try to figure out where the next lower high can be. We're using the last lower high with the new lower low, and that gives us other targets to potentially see where the next lower high can be, and that could be around 3,110 and potentially 3,150. If we see the market pushing up to these levels and give us the bearish reversal patterns, because it is with patterns that we are choosing to go into the charts or not. If we see the drop, the first target that I have is 2,900, the second one is 2,760, and the third one is 2,630. Obviously the market will not take these levels right away. You'll see the market creating lower lows, lower highs. You just might see the market potentially having more momentum to the upside, but this is the overall target that I do have right now on Ethereum. The video that you just saw was the video that I gave to TikTok this morning, and you can see the market is now, so this is just an update that we do have. We're seeing the market coming up to these levels to potentially see the retest. If we're going to the lower time frames, I did miss this trade. It was actually a pretty good one because we did expect the market obviously to push to the upside. What I did was that I took a fib, so I'm just gonna take it away. What I did just to see what actually happened, we took another fib from the last low to the high, and you could see how perfectly the market came back down and retested the Fibonacci levels. And as you can see, target 2 and target 3 is just combined with higher time frames Fibonacci, the one that I did speak about, and this is where I do expect first of all the market to come to. But if we start to see more momentum to the upside, we're just dragging the Fibonacci up a little bit more, so you will have the Fibonacci levels a little bit further away. If we are breaking 3,150, that could take us back up to 3,245 or potentially 3,310, because we're just trying to follow market structure here, and that could be where we see the market bounce to the downside. At the moment, we're focusing on these Fibonacci levels first of all, and if we're breaking them, we're just looking at where we potentially can go, and we just might try to find buy opportunities. But at the moment, I do expect the market, and this is also something that I did talk about on today's live stream, that if we see the market coming back down and retest this previous support and resistance zone that we did break, you also saw the market giving you the retest of the previous resistance now turning into a support, and you see the market now continuing to the upside. So everything kind of makes sense when we're looking at the chart now, just to see what it's doing. We have already retested the 50% You saw the market bouncing back down, but I did expect the market actually to continue to the upside. We could also have gone into a trade right here. Can you see this? This is, oh my God, this is so perfect. Can you see like target 1 is just combined with the higher time frames Fibonacci, target 3 also. So I definitely see the market pushing to these levels at the moment. You saw the market coming back down and retest the Fibonacci at 3083 as a higher low. This is what I see Ethereum doing at the moment is just come back up to 3110 and 3150, and from these levels we want to see, as I told you guys, if we start to see the market breaking to the downside, and at that point I'm selling the market. Looking at Bitcoin, so I was in a sell position yesterday, but it did take me out on break even, because I did move my stop loss to entry, which was really good because the market would have taken my stop loss. So it was a good trade. It almost took my take profit. I was thinking like I should take myself out, and then we're like, no, you know what, Natalie, just let it run. It will come back down. It didn't. It took me out on break even, but that is totally fine. But right now I'm waiting for the market on Bitcoin to pull back up to 42,990 or potentially 43,810. And this is just exactly what I was talking about when it comes to Ethereum. I do expect the market to reverse back down, obviously. Don't forget that you can receive a bonus on Bybit up to $4,100 by using the link in the description down below the video. Bybit is super good because when we're having our positions for a longer time, you don't have to pay the extra fees that you can do on other platforms. I do love Bybit when it comes to that. So it's very good. It's a very good platform if you are a swing trader specifically. And you're always supporting Bitcoinsensus. So me and the whole team can sit here and share our thoughts with you. And the same thing when it comes to Bitcoin. So first of all, we're taking a fib from the last high at 42,740 to the low at 39,480. You can see that we are right now retesting the 60 and 50% Fibonacci level. We just might see the market pushing back up a little bit more. So what we can do, we would drag it up a little bit. So we do have a perfect, no, I want to go to the daily chart again. We're going to have it precisely to the body that we do have. And the other thing that we can do is that if same thing on Ethereum, if we see the market pulling back up even more, we're dragging a fib from 46,612 to the low again at this exact same level as we did before, going to the lower time frames. If we are breaking 41,515, this could be the push that we do have up to the higher time frames Fibonacci levels, and this is where we are potentially looking for the market to sell. If we want to see the market breaking to the downside now, what we need the market to do is obviously break, and we did try to break, or we came back down and retested the previous higher low at 41,005. And if we are trying to find a entry, we need the market to break to create a lower low, and then see the market bouncing back up to create another lower high, and then we're selling the market. We can expect this happen because we are inside the Fibonacci level. But looking at the daily chart, I mean, seriously, I'm gonna be 100% serious with you now, guys. I do believe that we can have a push back up. We can also come up to this previous support, obviously the previous lower low, and see the market retesting that level. So we do have some different, and I did show you this one yesterday, and we can always use different targets to see if the market comes to these levels, so we're not just stuck on one target. Because if we only have one target, we're gonna close our eyes for actually see the market, what the market is actually doing, because the market is always bouncing from level to level. If we're not respecting this one and see the market break to the downside, we can come back up to this level because this is a previous lower low. And usually what happens when the market retests a lower low and a previous support, the market creates another lower high, and then you see the market bouncing to the downside. That is just typically market structure. That is just the basic of it. So I would not be surprised if we also have the push to this level. So if we see the market pushing to this level and you start to see the reverse on the lower time frames, you see the break of the support trend line, this could be the level where we see the market bounce back down. But if you're breaking that level, you see the retest, just as I showed you on Ethereum, that could be a higher low being created, and then see the push to the higher time frames Fibonacci, and then potentially see the bounce to the downside if we not see the market having huge momentum to the upside. So everything depends on where we see the market actually showing us break of structure, because that is what we're looking at when it comes to market structure, and this is how we are trading the market. In the downtrend, we're trying to figure out where the lower high can be, because this is where we are selling the market. If we're looking at an uptrend, we're trying to figure out where the higher low can be, and that's where we are buying the market. While you're waiting for the market to do whatever it's supposed to do, you can go into my YouTube channel, you're going down to crypto trading for beginners, and you're using market structure part 1. Then you go directly to market structure part 2, because this is exactly what the market is giving us the whole time. Higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, then the market goes sideways. Market structure is explaining exactly how these are combining with each other, and if you know market structure, guys, you will completely understand and see exactly what I do, because I use market structure when it comes to everything, and this is also how we're using the Fibonacci. Thank you so much, guys, for looking at this video together with me. I hope you did enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification so you know when I'm going on my live stream tomorrow. I wish everyone a super great day. Have a great day. Have a great day. Have a great day. See each other tomorrow. Have a good day. Mwah, for Sweden.